We covered a few iOS 7 privacy settings in our last episode of Security Matters. So this week, we're going to dive a bit deeper into the System Services menu. If you remember from our last episode, we got there by touching Settings, then Privacy, Location Services, and finally, toward the bottom, we see System Services. Toward the bottom of the System Services menu, you will find the Frequent Locations. Selecting that option brings us to a screen with a couple of different options. The first is actually labeled Frequent Locations, which gives Apple permission to use places you visit often to provide you with what it calls useful location-related information. The second option uses your frequent locations to improve Apple's Maps system. Both are voluntary and can be disabled if you wish to protect your privacy. While looking at the Frequent Locations screen, you may see an item labeled History towards the very bottom of your screen. If you've had frequent locations enabled, that history pane can give you a sense of just how often your iOS device is recording your movements. Clearing your history will delete any data stored from those locations you have visited. Toggling the switches to the off position for both frequent locations and improving maps will prevent Apple from tracking your movements. We recommend at least considering turning these services off. Here's why. If a stranger got a hold of your phone and viewed your frequent locations, he or she could gain a fairly clear picture of those places you tend to visit most. Because frequent locations can also store the date and times you visited, criminals could look for patterns in your behavior that could be used for exploitation. Familiarizing yourself with the Frequent Locations menu is a quick and easy way to take proactive steps towards protecting your privacy. For other iOS 7 privacy and security settings, visit us online at www.youtube.com/CACR Security Matters.